This is a channel update, but nothing important. So you guys can click off now if you need to. It'd probably be appropriate if I start wearing shirts during these. I'll be right back. I have very sensitive skin, and fabrics of clothes don't feel good on me. I have to get used to it again, because once I take a bath, it dries out my skin, and I'm currently experiencing a surprising amount of pain just wearing a shirt. Anyways, and yes, I've seen a dermatologist. Whatever. Um, but yeah, like I said, channel update, nothing important. Feel free to click off. But I'm gonna start. My Arrowverse marathon has already started. I've already put out season 1 and 2 reviews for Arrow. This next season is gonna take a little bit longer to put out because I mean I have school this time around. I had school going on last time, but it was light. This school is a little bit more unforgiving. Somehow I managed to get 100% on the math questions when I was like, I'm not happy with any of these. I don't think I got any right. And then I got 100% right, and I'm like, and math is my worst subject, which made me more confident that I was wrong. But hey, I'm right, so hope I can keep that hot streak going. So, yeah, the Arrowverse marathon is still going. It's just this next season is going to be hard because I have to watch The Flash 2 now. Gotta watch The Flash, gotta watch Arrow season 3, Flash season 1. And then it's going to be even harder because when I go to watch the next season after that, it's going to be Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl. And then should I review the crossovers too individually? I think I'm going to review the crossovers, not the minor ones. I will acknowledge the minor ones, of course, but I'm not going to review those. Like Felicity appears in like 4 seconds of Arrow. And actually, with the finale of The Flash and the finale of Arrow, I'm going to have to acknowledge them because if I remember correctly, Barry is required in order for Oliver to stop Raish, and doubly, Oliver was required in order to stop Eobard, if I remember correctly. That's going off of memory. And actually, what's weird? In Elseworlds, Barry doesn't remember, or Oliver doesn't remember Eobard at all. I'm so confused about that because it seems like only the Flash this dude has been erased from existence, so it seems like only the Flash characters remember Eobard. Because in Legends, they're like, so Martin, he's talking to Sarah, and Sarah has seen Eobard, right? No, maybe not, actually. But they don't have any records on him, so since they haven't interacted, I guess that only thanks to the Speed Force, the people who interacted with him would actually be familiar with him. I'm gonna redo the Zoom theory, and we're gonna put that in there because this is too much. But so far, I think that at first I thought that the other Reverse Flash, which is a time remnant, but not really, it called the same thing, but it's a different thing. He's a time remnant because the Speed Force just put a copy there to make sure that events went as they were supposed to before the paradox set in. And we see that the Eobard who has been Thanos snapped is hanging out with the Legends, being all mischievous. And then they kill him. And so he'll have died for a second time at this point. But then he comes back during Crisis, and Barry's like, I watched you die. And literally the explanation we get is, or did you? And I was like... And when I say Crisis, I'm referring to Crisis on Earth X, not Infinite Earths. And Crisis on Earth X is actually their take on Red Sun and Crisis on Two Earths combined. They, for some reason, they did that. You have the Crime Syndicate and the Red Daughter thing, which is different than the Red Daughter that was featured in Supergirl Season 4. Also, something I'm still bitter about is that they put Superman in the trailers for the Lex Luthor episode. He's barely even referenced. Like, yeah, he's the pivotal point for Lex Luthor's decline, but after that, he's barely even referenced. Why did you put him in there? I should have known that those were older clips. But even then, why did you do that? It built up artificial hype. I was like, so when are we getting Superman versus Lex Luthor? I was like, ooh, when's that happening? And I started doing like the weird jump squats that or not the weird jump squats, the weird bounces that the older like animations would have, like Disney and stuff, or that new Steven Universe movie character. I haven't watched it. Not that I'm in Steven Universe. I kind of want to get into it. I'm interested, but I haven't really started it. That's a topic for another day, though. Anyways, back to my channel stuff. I'm also doing Gotham on the side because Gotham ended, and the Batman episode was awesome. But the same day that I actually got around to watching that, 2 hours later, we left to go watch Avengers Endgame. So guess which one took priority to me? I did watch it, like, did I say 2 years? I meant 2 hours. But 2 hours later we went to go watch it. So when I did a review of Endgame, it blew over. And then I'm also going to watch Joker, but I don't know when. I'm hoping to watch it in theaters. If not, I'll probably have to wait. I don't know. It's R-rated, from what I've heard. But it also tells a story that is interesting. And from what I'm hearing, it's the more, what's the word? I have limited time to record this video, so I'm going to pause real quick to figure out the word. No, disturbing. It seems like the movie's going to be more disturbing, because Joker's fine when he's funny, but it's not when he's best. He's best when the laughter comes from being uncomfortable. Like in The Killing Joke, all that stuff he did to Barbara, even if it wasn't made as clear in the movie as it was in the comic, you're laughing. If you laugh at all, it's because you're uncomfortable. Or you have a sick sense of humor, I don't know. But it's because you're uncomfortable, not because he's actually funny. That's what I love about it, is Joker is unhinged in some of these stuff. And I want to watch that, because I said that in my Killing Joke review, is Joker's best when he's not funny, but when he's evil and disturbing. He thinks he's funny, he thinks he's the good guy, or maybe he knows that he's not, but to a degree, he wants to keep doing it, it gives him pleasure, he thinks that that's the right thing to do for him. Maybe not necessarily the right thing to do, but, it's disturbing, that's his thing. Gotham had, like, a different interpretation, but it's still the same thing. And, yeah. So, I'm just loving what I'm hearing about this movie. I also hear people complaining about it inciting violence, and I'm like, come on, guys. We do this about video games, we do this about movies, we do this about comics and music. To be frank, the music one is the one I find most idiotic. It's like, in a movie, watching this stuff happening, and then in a comic, reading it happening, looking at it happening, in a game, actually doing it, that I can understand. In music, where some guy probably just says, yo, kill her, yeah, you get the point. I'm like, you're absolutely mental if you think anyone's gonna kill someone because of music. Absolutely mental. Yeah, we do this all the time, so I'm not surprised at this point. I'm just starting to ignore it. However, the actor who plays the Joker in that movie, can't remember his name at the moment, but he's like, it's not the filmmaker or the actor's responsibility to teach morals, and like, he said something intelligent on the subject rather than just saying no, because I've been saying no. I've been mostly trying to prove the points made by these people wrong, but whatever. I gotta speed this along. I have now a clock to finish. So basically the point of the story, or this video, I'm going to be working on some Arrowverse stuff and some Gotham stuff. It's just going to take me a little while. See ya.